Ekaterina, but please call me Katya. I'm one of the 3 brave people who 2 years ago decided to create a business, to do something. What do we want to do? Let me see if this works. It does. We started with the belief that a business should make a commitment to future generations and fight a global issue. Ours is wildfires. It's the first of many, and we do this from space. I'm going to explain everything about this to you, but we start first with the problem. Forestry, wildfires. Usually when we speak about wildfires, we speak about forest fires. They have been raging uncontrollably for the last 3 years around the world, and most of you should have heard about Alaska, Siberia, Greenland, Sweden, Luxembourg this year as well, which was very unexpected and unfortunate. And usually, when we speak in business terms, forestry management or forestry owners lose around 550 euros per hectare per year for 1 hectare of burned forest. And the eucalyptus industry, which is the industry that helps us produce all the pulp and paper that we're using, has 27 or around 30% more expenses than this. This happens every year. During our research, we also discovered something interesting, which is if we have a hectare of forest burn, this releases more than 100 kilos of CO2. But if we protect this hectare from burning and keep the trees growing for decades, they're going to consume or sequester 300 tons of CO2. Thus, we need to protect forests from burning. We need to prevent fires turning into mega fires and destroying huge forests across the world. How did this all happen? 15 years ago, forest fires started becoming a problem for the forest industry. In parallel to this, the forest industry started using drones to monitor what is the state of their forest and to see how they can mitigate or at least prevent forest fires from happening. Fast forward to 2014 and 2015, global warming drove forest fires to turn into a phenomenon called megafires nowadays, which means that fires devastate huge parcels of land or burn for more than a month. Impressive, no? Not in a good word, not in a good sense. At the same time, we started having satellites and images being taken of Earth every 5 to 5 days with very high resolution so that people, researchers, businessmen can use this wealth of information to do something good about the environment. And in 2017, unfortunately, wildfires continued being terrible, causing $180 billion of financial losses to the world, plus a new evolution in analysis of satellite images. Machine learning comes in play here, and it changes the game, as it changed the game for many industries. So, what do? We protect forests. We help authorities and companies mitigate wildfires and reduce the risk of wildfires and any other disasters happen to their forests. How do we do it? Imagine that you grow into a giant and you can see the world from space, because you're a very big person now. What you do is you see the reflectance of the sunlight of the earth and you read these reflectance with special glasses. These special glasses give you the ability to understand what's the biomass at this certain spot on earth, what is the vegetation health, what is the level of soil moisture on this spot, what are the atmospheric conditions, of course, speaking in terms of weather and wind, and analyze how high is the wildfire risk on this particular spot and how it can be reduced. This is what we do. Everything happens online. We download satellite images from the European Space Agency, which is supporting us through one of their business incubators. Then we get this from the internet, we put it on our servers, we analyze it, or rather our data scientists analyze it, and then we communicate this directly to the forest managers who work with us. Forest managers and civil protection people as of this summer. So we started with the eucalyptus industry because eucalyptus is a tree species which burns very, very quickly and helps the fire spread quickly, as well as the leaves of the eucalyptus trees are very good in flying when they are on fire, and they can fly for 1 or 2 kilometers. The eucalyptus industry is the strongest in Brazil, which is the second market we're going to start with, and now we are in south of Europe, where the eucalyptus is in Europe. My time has finished. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about civil protection and what we do with them. However, this can happen over the break after that. And over there, with the pale hair, is my co-founder, Samuel. You can also chat with him. Thank you for your attention, and have a lovely evening.